Hi everyone, so we are doing part 2, a continuation lesson. We are really focusing on our perfect tense now in this part. Now your perfect tense, they have to have the ed with an auxiliary verb, okay? And the perfect tenses come with irregulars. Your irregular verbs and your participles. So now I picked out, we're gonna really focus on your irregular verbs so you guys can figure out how to use that. It's so much easier to use your ed verbs because they're the same. If you end up not having irregular, then you just use an ed as your simple past and your past participle. So you use the same word and it doesn't matter. So we're just going to focus on irregular so you can get past getting confused on how to use them properly. Now, let's talk about, we have the simple tenses right here. We're going to go through and we're going to put these in their proper tenses in every single one. So we have our simple tense, rise, simple past is rose, and our past participle is risen. So these are the things, remember how we had those irregulars a while ago? And these are things, did you guys study them? We're going to now put them together. Now, write, the simple tense, the simple past is wrote, and the past participle is written. Now we have sling, slung, and slung. So these are the same, so that makes things easier. Here is sew, sewed, which I think is fun. It's an ed, but this one as the past participle is the sewn. So that can be a tiny bit confusing. And then we have draw, drew, and drawn. The very first one that we're going to focus on is draw. We're going to start out in the present tense. So present tense, first off, I want you to think, okay, what am I writing about? If I'm writing in the present tense, then choose, is it going to be singular or plural? Well, I chose singular. For this whole setup, we're going to do singular. And so make sure you're understanding what tense you're going to be writing it in and your singular, and then you also need to know your person. So now, if we say simple tense, so look at the simple tense. And then you're going to do draw a dragon. And then second is you draw a dragon. See, this is all simple tense. He draws a dragon. So see right here with simple tense, since it's person and it's simple tense singular, then you're going to add the S on the end. Now progressive tense always comes off of the simple tense. All you have to do is add your ing. But you have to have your auxiliary verb. And those are am, is, are, was, and were, depending on if you are in the present tense, past tense, and then will goes with future. Okay, so now since we're in the progressive tense, we're going to use am, are, or is. And then we say, I am drawing with your ing, a dragon. You are drawing a dragon. He is drawing a dragon. Okay, now your perfect tense. Well, look at what's in the perfect. This is your past participle, and this is perfect. Okay? So your past participle, when it's like this, is always perfect. So you look at perfect, you look at perfect, you're going to use the word drawn on every single one, whether it's in the present, the future, or the past tense. You're going to use drawn, but you have to use the correct auxiliary verb. This comes with an auxiliary verb and you have to use it with an auxiliary verb. So if you're using it in the present tense, you use the auxiliary verb have. I have drawn a dragon. You have drawn a dragon. He has drawn a dragon. So see how we are in present tense and it's singular, so singular changes to has. If this was plural, it would say have. Now, let's go into here. Now, when you're figuring this out, you want to think, okay, I want to be in future tense. And now, okay, I want to be simple, so simple. Look, we're going to do simple is draw. Now, in future tense, you will use the word will if it's simple. I will draw a dragon. You will draw a dragon. He will draw a dragon. Here, it's all the same. You don't even have to worry about changes. Where we worry about the change is in the present tense. So now let's look at the progressive. So you're in the future tense, so you know you're going to be using the word will. If it's in progressive, you have to use will be. I will be drawing with your ing. You have to use, so that comes into the simple tense, adding on your ing. I will be drawing a dragon. You will be drawing a dragon. He will be drawing a dragon. So make sure you have your persons correct. Now we look at the perfect tense. The perfect tense is the past participle sitting in the perfect tense. So what word are we going to use here?
Drawn.
Drawn. We are going to use the word drawn no matter what, but you have certain auxiliary verbs that you have to use. I will have. So if it's in the perfect tense, you want to use will have. Drawn. I will have drawn a dragon. You will have drawn a dragon. He will have drawn a dragon. So that's how you would use your different tenses properly. Now, past tense is a little bit trickier. Now look at this. We are going to be in our past tense. So remember, past tense. So we're going to say in the simple past, which one do you think we're going to go to?
True.
Awesome. We are going okay, Paul, if I say the past tense and we have simple, we're going to use drew. It's in the simple past, right? So you go, I drew a dragon. You drew a dragon. She drew a dragon. You don't come over here to the simple tense. You have to be in the simple past tense. This would be the EDs right here if they were regular verbs right here. That's what these would be, but since these are irregular, you have to remember that these are in the simple past. Now, the progressive past. So you need to make sure in the progressive, what are we going to use?
Draw.
Exactly. We are going to use our simple tense with our ing. You just add your ing, but do we have to add auxiliary verbs? We do. Since it's in the past, we have to use was or were. Was is singular, were is plural. Now, since I'm in the singular, I'm using the singular verb. I was drawing a dragon. Now, you always takes the plural. Whether it's singular or plural, you're using were. You were drawing a dragon. She was drawing a dragon. Third person, this is singular takes singular. Perfect. We're going to use the past participle, that's the perfect tense right here. And you're going to use, since you're sitting in the past and you're going to be the perfect past, that means you have to use had. I had drawn a dragon. You had drawn a dragon. She had drawn a dragon. That's it for this lesson. We are going to have more about this so that you guys understand. It is so important that you understand how to do this because it will make your writing structures incredibly better and you will feel better about yourself. Okay, we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Bye.